the market structure inducement sweep with Zigzag Indicator, which is available for various platforms on the TradingFinder website. From this section, you can download the indicator file for MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms and run it on your chart. Additionally, traders can read this page to learn about the indicator's functionality and how it works. From the Navigator section, select the indicator file and drag it onto the chart to run the indicator. Once the indicator is placed on the chart, it begins to identify and display the market structure on the price chart. The inducement sweep with Zigzag Indicator is a special and practical tool for ICT and smart money style traders. By identifying the trend, it displays the market structure for traders so they can analyze the market trend based on their strategy, identify trading opportunities, and ultimately enter buy or sell positions in the market. This indicator identifies CH and CHoCH levels, or change of character, and displays the change in trend structure. For example, here a CHoCH level has been identified, and the price has moved upwards and broken through this level, indicating a trend reversal from bearish to bullish. After that, it identifies and displays BOS levels for us, and if the price breaks the BOS or break of structure levels upwards here, it indicates the continuation of the bullish trend in the market. In another section, we can see the pivot points, where if a capital M is displayed, it indicates a major structure, and if a lowercase m is shown, it represents minor structures on the chart. Also, in the following letters, we can see terms like HH and HL, which indicate major higher highs, major higher lows, or minor higher highs, minor higher lows, and in this way, the structure is displayed for us. Traders can use this indicator to identify investment and liquidity levels, and here we can see that the price is forming higher highs and higher lows upwards. The indicator has drawn a bearish CHoCH, change of character, level for us, and if the price breaks this level downwards, it indicates a shift in market structure from an uptrend to a downtrend. Here, the level has been broken to the downside and the market structure has changed from bullish to bearish. In another section, the LQDT or liquidity level has been identified, which means that if the price breaks this level downwards, a BOS, break of structure, will be displayed for us. However, if the price only consumes this level with a shadow and collects the liquidity, it will be shown with a liquidity label, indicating the collection of liquidity or stop losses on the chart. On other levels, we can see the IDM label, which indicates inducement on the chart. This appears when the price is in the process of changing structure in the market but fails to break these levels, and a change of character, CHoCH, does not occur. Instead, it only collects liquidity and stop losses with a shadow, which signifies liquidity provision and is displayed with the IDM label. Here, we can easily analyze the market structure, and the indicator displays zigzag lines to show us the major and minor pivots, allowing us to simply examine the price action. In the Settings section, under Inputs, there are options available to us. In the first input, we can specify the maximum number of candles for identifying and analyzing the market structure, which by default is set to 1,000 candles. This means that the indicator moves 1,000 candles back from the latest or current candle. The 1,000th candle is displayed with a red vertical line, and from this point, the indicator begins to analyze the market structure and displays the market structure for us. In the next input, we can set the value for the swing CHoCH, which is set to 3 by default. The higher we set this value, the swing CHoCHs that are identified will be based on longer-term periods, and the lower we set this value, the CHoCHs that are identified will be drawn based on shorter-term periods in the market. In the next input, we can specify the BOS or break of structure levels. The swing break of structure is set with a period of 1, and the higher we set this value, the longer-term BOS will be identified. Conversely, the lower we set this value, the BOS that are drawn for us will be based on shorter-term periods. In the next input, we can also specify the swing inducement, which is set to 3 by default. The higher we set this value, the swing inducements that are identified will be based on longer-term periods, and the lower we set it, the swings that are identified will be based on shorter-term periods. The way swings work is based on identifying highs and lows. For example, here, a period of 3 has been considered for the inducement swing, meaning the indicator identifies a swing, and in this case, a swing low related to inducement has been detected. The indicator examines 3 candles to the right and 3 candles to the left, and if this swing has the lowest price among the 3 candles on the right and the 3 on the left, it is identified as an inducement swing. And for another part, for example the CHoCH swing or change of character, which has been set with a period of 3, the indicator examines the swings, and if the swing in question meets the conditions, it is identified as a CHoCH swing. That is, for the swing high located here, the indicator examines 30 candles to the left and 30 candles to the right. And if this swing has the highest price, it identifies it as a swing high or a CHoCH swing for an uptrend, and it marks it for us. Also, the levels that are drawn for us, for example, CHoCH is shown here if the price moves upwards and breaks this level to the upside and then closes above it, it indicates a change in the market trend from bearish to bullish. As long as the price continues to move and form new highs and lows, this line will extend for us. Also, at the bottom section, we can see the IDM and liquidity labels along with BOS, for which the levels are displayed for us. In the last input, we can also enable or disable the display of zigzag lines. If this option is set to false, the zigzag lines will not be shown. Well, friends, we've reached the end of this indicator tutorial. We'd be glad if you shared your comments and suggestions with us in the comments section.